Hello lovelies, today I'm sharing 5 of my tried and true travel outfit formulas. I'm a huge traveler and both do pleasure and work travel, so I can understand the challenges that we face when sometimes you have to land and go to a work meeting or go to a nice dinner and you just want to be wearing an outfit that you can swap your accessories, shoes, or maybe a belt for and be ready to go. You can also understand traveling from north to south and south to north and the considerations that we have to keep in mind when doing that. Maybe you didn't know that it's really easy to wear a lot of the key pieces that you'll be wearing on your trip while you're actually traveling there if you strategically layer. So today we're going to focus on easy to recreate outfits that will keep you cool or warm if need be while in transit, that are chic, comfortable, and not too precious. I'm Ziva and I'm so happy you're here. I love creating videos that make it easy for you to get dressed so that you feel beautiful in your own skin, which in turn gives you confidence. And if you're confident, then you can do anything. The first outfit I'll share is the one that I'm actually traveling in today, which is what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a tank top. The tank top is a piece of clothing that I use really often because it's such a fantastic layer for when you're traveling from south to north and north to south. In my case, that's the situation. I'm going from like 30, 40 degrees down to possibly like 70 degrees. So it's really nice, like once I get there, just to kind of shed layers and be wearing a tank top. If not a t-shirt, but a tank top I feel like makes me less sweaty and it just gives me more options. And as luck would have it, the Ralph Lauren tuck is really trendy right now. So I'm just kind of leveraging the fact that this is a whole thing. I'm wearing a button-down shirt, plaid. So with the Ralph Lauren tuck, you want to do either like a denim or a plaid shirt. And then you end up leaving it open and just kind of tucking it in so that you show the top underneath. Other basic tops that you can swap out the tank top for are turtlenecks, which is another travel best friend of mine, and just like a plain t-shirt. Tuck it into your jeans. I happen to be wearing the Quince Barrel jeans that are only $50. They're best sellers and they're absolutely perfect if you're average height. So I'm 5'4", and these are great, especially for airport travel when you don't want to be dragging your pants along, all that stuff that's on there. And then I'm wearing my Gola sneakers, which I haven't put on yet. So once I'm down there, I have so many outfits because that metallic shade goes with everything. I'm finishing off the look with a Western inspired belt. Inherently, the Ralph Lauren brand has a lot of Western elements, so I'm just kind of adding that little Western touch to the look. I don't always travel with a belt, but because I feel good and I'm not bloated right now, I'm able just to kind of like, you know, bear through it and kind of alleviate my travel bag from like an extra pound or so of wearing the belt. And that's one of the things that you want to think about when you're creating your travel outfit is like, what elements can you think about wearing while you're traveling so that you can wear them more once you're there. So I know that once I'm there, this shirt is gauzy and light enough that I'll be able to wear it with like trousers, even leggings, maybe the shirt styled in a different way. It's just a really easy piece to style. The other thing about this look too is even though I am traveling with the silver sneakers, I can easily swap out the sneakers for the boots that I'm wearing right now actually. These, I'm not going to travel in these because I'm not crazy. If I get there in time for dinner, then I can swap these out and feel really good about my outfit. The other thing that I will do before I leave is put a knit or a ruana in my bag just so that I have it ready to go when I get freezing on the plane. Of course, I'm also going to be wearing a coat, but even with the coat, like sometimes I still need another layer just because of planes. I don't know what they do, but they get so freezing or like scalding hot. Like either like you're in a sauna or you're like in a cold plunge, I feel like on the planes. So that's what it's really important about the layering game when it comes to travel. The second outfit we'll call Traveling Equestrian. And the reason I love this look is because one of you pointed out that when you use the bathroom on the plane, that the bathroom floor is usually so disgusting and like wet and there's so many things on there, and I cannot like unsee this now. Every time that I go on the plane, I'm just like, oh my gosh, my pants dragging on the floor. So this is a really great way to just bypass all of that drama and tuck your trousers into knee-high boots. These are really amazing Italian wool, super comfortable trousers. I have both talked and traveled about these before. They have that kind of slouchy look without being overwhelming that, you know, you're kind of drowning in fabric. These are phenomenal. These trousers tucked into the knee-high boots. These are best-selling boots by Zazan. They also have 2 more colors, which I'm trying not to get. And then I put on a black mock neck or a turtleneck. This top is by Anthropologie, super silky smooth. I like a jersey material that's phenomenal. The other thing that I really like about it is that it's a mock neck, so it doesn't become too overwhelming around the neck. Then like another really fun detail, just to kind of like pull the equestrian look together, is this really cute pullover, also by Anthropologie, that's super buttery. It's a zip up, which I'm having a total love affair with. It's got like horses on it. If you are kind of like a horse hater, I don't know if anybody's a horse hater, but if you're just like not, you know, manifesting a horse for yourself like I am, then they have a couple of other patterns as well. I might actually wear this over my outfit right now because I think it goes perfectly. And look at the detail on the back too. Just really easy to pull on and off. Finishing off the look with a topper coat. This one is a navy single breast by Quince. I've talked about it a lot. It's lightweight, but it's still really warm. And I think it's gonna be great for my travel today. So this is the kind of look, like maybe it's not work appropriate, but it's very chic and you're not gonna be embarrassed like running into anybody in this outfit. Like it's happened to me where like, I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna see anybody. And I feel like O'Hare in Chicago is like a place to make lost connections happen. Like if you have been looking for your long lost, you know, best friend or boyfriend, you'll probably see them at O'Hare, just so you know. Number 3 is a classic travel outfit of mine. I think I traveled most of 2024 in this exact silhouette, and if not items. So starting the look again with my trusty tank, ribbed, preferably for texture. Then these are wide leg pants by Franny Gold. They don't sell them anymore, but Spanx has identical ponte pants that are super comfortable. They travel really well. It's like you're traveling basically in sweatpants. They have a nice wide leg, which instantly elevates the look, and also it doesn't drag on the floor, which is really key. One thing that I like to do when I travel is either do like statement socks or cashmere socks to keep my feet nice and warm, because again, usually freezing. And then these tucked into Oxfords, loafers and Oxfords, and all of those beautiful derby shoes are having a huge moment in 2025 and actually into 2026. This is a great time to kind of swap them instead of your sneakers, especially if you're going like right into a work meeting. They look elevated, they're still really comfortable, and you can get away with feeling very polished without losing functionality. Again, all of these layers are optional, but to me, I usually don't skip any of these. There would be a white button down, amazing if it's a work trip because you're gonna use that white button down again. If not with this outfit when you land, then kind of like down the line during your trip. And adding yet another layer in a thin cashmere sweater that will just really help highlight the layering. I feel like a lot of these layers can be easily folded like this and just kind of stuck into your bag, which I'm really excited to show you. This is the first time I'm gonna travel with this bag. It's a Nomad Lane bag. Sits right on top of your carry-on, and it has a strap so it doesn't like keep falling over, which always happens to me. And this is a perfect example of like when you can just kind of like squeeze it into one of the compartments. A lot of times when I'm traveling, not only do I have like a small little, like maybe this one that easily fits in there, a makeup bag, my wallet, layers and not a scarf, a laptop, an iPad, my phone, just like all of the different things. And it always feels like I'm just juggling so many things. And so I was really excited to be gifted one of these because I just needed to evolve my carry-on, to be honest with you, and not always like use like, this is what I use most of the time, and it looks cool and it's like, you know, I'm a Gucci girl or whatever, but in all honesty, I can't see what's going on in here. It's called a bento bag and currently 20% off for Black Friday. So take advantage if you're a travel person, usually $298, now it's $238. So really great deal, very durable material, fits under most airline carrier seats, that kind of thing. The other thing about this signature travel look of mine of 2024 is that you can finish the look off with either a blazer to make it look very professional or like a crop trench coat. This one's by Amazon. It's like one of those Amazon unicorns that never comes along. Like for all intents and purposes, it looks like it's Zazan, which I'm a huge lover of the brand. Would never make that comparison lightly. Finishing it off with loafers just because it's a key item for 2025. I have a video on how to style your loafers this year, so clearly a lover of them. Number 4 is if English Countryside had a travel outfit. I bring this aesthetic up a lot because I love it. I'm very much inspired by European style, whether it's Parisian, Italian, English Countryside. For this look, I'm using corduroy pants. They have these cute little pockets in the front, the trusty black turtleneck for layering, I'm using a Fair Isle cardigan that feels very English granny and really chunky and luxurious. I love the way this looks. I have worn this so many ways, including with a trouser skirt. And this piece is by Petite Studio, and so is the trouser skirt, and so are the pants. And actually, I was gonna point out that one of the things that I love about the pants is that they're not dragging on the floor. So I can wear nice flat loafers or sneakers and have that comfort of like not dragging my hemline. They do a really great job of helping a petite silhouette look taller and leaner because the clothes are cut for shorter women in mind. It's also an easy outfit to dress up when you land and swap the shoes, swap the accessories, maybe belt it in a different way. Finishing the look off with a camel coat that is a bestseller for, I think, both September and October. You look amazing with that coat over anything. And speaking of wearing really comfortable clothes, the fifth look is the most comfortable. It starts with these pants by Rudy. They're also having a Black Friday sale. I feel like they specialize in horseshoe and barrel legs. And I was a little bit skeptical because I have to be very careful with barrel leg anything because I'm bow-legged, but I wanted to give these a try because of the reviews that I saw. I feel like these have a cult following, from it girls to stay-at-home moms to anybody. These are so comfortable. It really does feel like you're wearing pajamas, like legitimately you're wearing pajamas. They also come in a couple of different inseams as well. And they're just really easy to look polished. So if you were to swap out your sneakers for loafers at a blazer, you could readily get to a work meeting in something like this.
For this decidedly comfortable outfit, I'm wearing my layer of the basic white tank and then adding a favorite daughter sweatshirt. This one's also on sale at Anthropologie right now, so make sure to check it out. And then a quilted chore jacket that just keeps adding to the comfort. I really like the way that this feels and just looks still very polished, and wearing with loafers to finish the look.
We're getting down to the wire here. I'm ready to go. This is my layer for the flight. Actually traveling today myself. It's not like a work accomplishment. It's not an incredible event or even a dream destination. Today I am traveling to Texas with my mom. We're moving her back into her home. My mother has been fighting terminal cancer for 5 years, and 3 months ago I called her and I said, hey, when are you gonna come visit me up in New York? And she said, well, honestly, I don't think I would even make it to the front door. And that was all I needed to hear to know that I needed to go down there and see what was going on. And I'm so glad that I did. I couldn't appreciate how sick she actually was. She was on the wrong medication and it was just completely deteriorating her health. Somehow she was able to make the trip back from Texas all the way to New York, 2 legs, extremely difficult journey for anybody, but especially when you're fighting a terminal disease and you haven't stopped throwing up for weeks. She somehow made it here. Once she got here, she was admitted into the hospital for failure to thrive. A week later, she was released, and then that's when the real work began to rehabilitate her and get her the right care and things like that. So my life very much transformed from just being a working mom, being a caregiver as well. I hope that you haven't noticed that in the quality of my content. It's been a very challenging time, and I'm only sharing this just because I'm so grateful and joyful that I get to kind of see this through and have her, even though she does have this disease, she's gotten as healthy as she can at the moment and on the right meds and with the right care providers. And as much as I think we would love for her to live here, it's just too cold. And so today we're making the journey back to Texas, and we're kind of like reestablishing her there. Due to her request, if it were up to me, she would stay with me forever. I'm extremely emotional. I'll probably be shooting there for a couple of videos. So I just wanted to kind of share a little bit about what's happening and kind of what I've been up to. I'm back home from Texas, and I just wanted to close out this video because I didn't get a chance. It was very emotional to leave her behind and see her so happy and realize to be back home in her, you know, in her house. She's still got to come back for key scans and doctor appointments, but she really doesn't want to be here during the winter, and I have to respect that. And she's stable enough that she's able to do that. I got back last night. I'm feeling really exhausted, but I'm excited to post this and see you more for Black Friday. It's a really busy time of year. Also, while I was in Texas, I did a video on the Anthropologie Black Friday sale. I have a special access code to shop before anybody else so that you make sure that you get all the things before they sell out. It's full of really gorgeous fashion trends that we've been loving and some of the items that I featured on this video. So I'll see you there, and if you learned something today, make sure to hit the subscribe button.